Well, I was messing around in the 55 here, got the shift lever in, was checking to see if all the gears worked and give her a little throttle to move it forward. Lo and behold, the goddamn gas pedal snapped off. Imagine that, 1955, it's not good as new. A little crusty. So I'm gonna fabric cobble something back together for this and I'll let you know what I come up with. Alright, picking up what I'm laying down here. I think we can make something work with that. Don't be afraid to get creative on these old cars, guys. 9 times out of 10, your Home Depot repair is going to be as good, if not better, than OE equipment. This right here will probably outlast me. And there she is, repaired. Mint. So this is supposed to be a 70s inspired build, and nothing quite screams 70s as loud as side pipes. Yeah, side pipes. I still gotta pipe them into the exhaust yet, but they're mounted. Alright guys, headers are wrapped. Exhaust is piped. Obviously this is only temporary because I want to make a nicer set of headers eventually, so I didn't go too crazy here, but they're connected. I gotta get some clamps on there, but say we fire it up and see what it sounds like. It is currently midnight, so sorry neighbors. Oh, hook the battery back up. Grab tools. Couple bumps. Oh. That should be way too much. Give her some choke. And fire. Coming off the header wrap. I dipped them in water so they'd stretch easier. Picked up a front mount radiator fan out of a Beamer from the scrapyard, and a little bit of trimming. Fits right in there pretty decent. It's got a nice shroud already. It's got these little flappy doodles in here, so when you're in going down the highway, it opens these up for more airflow. When you're in traffic, they fold shut so that way it pulls more air through with the fan. So I got her held up there with a bungee cord right now. I'm gonna make some little tabs to hold it in, and then we should be able to wire it up. Alright, I lied. I got lazy. I just zip tied it in there. When I get an aluminum radiator for it, then I'll put some more time into it, but for right now, this is good enough. Alright guys, took the car for its first test drive. Drove pretty good up until we all of a sudden lost oil pressure. It's only reading 2 psi on the gauge in the car, and on this actual gauge here too. But we pulled the distributor out, looked down in there, there was some gasket material in one of the oil galleys, so we're going to pull the dink off and see what we can find. I'll keep you updated. Alright y'all, it's the next day, putting her up on the hoist at my pop shop today, because this is where I made it before the oil pressure went away. I had about 3 pounds of oil pressure. Pulled the distributor out and there was gasket material around the oil galleys underneath the distributor, so we suspect that the gasket for the oil pickup shit out. Probably another cheap gasket again, and it's sucking air. I took a clear tube out of the oil pressure port and went up to the valve cover with it so I could watch it as it circulated, and when you rev up it would get full of air bubbles, so she's sucking air somewhere. We're gonna put it up on the hoist and see if we can get the pan down far enough to see what's going on. I'll keep you updated. You ever have one of them moments where you wish you could go back in time and kick your own ass? Apparently I left a rag in the oil pan or somewhere abouts when I put it together. Not one of my proudest moments, but I think the engine might be okay. Luckily I don't think it hurt anything. The inside of that doesn't look like it's full of crud. I'm gonna clean that up and put a new gasket on it. I'm gonna clean out the pickup tube. Other than a shit ton of rag material, there was no sparklies in the oil, and all the rod caps are tight still, nothing's loose. It didn't make any knocking, didn't make any weird noises when it was running, and it didn't run for very long with little oil pressure, so I think we might have got lucky here, but yeah, learn from my mistakes. Good. Hey guys, first test drive. Well, first real test drive. It's not bad once you get past the noise. I heard a loud thing fall off earlier. Do we worry about that? I don't think it fell off. I think it was just dragging on the ground. Oh, okay. Also, neither of the front shocks are hooked up. Taking her on a little cruise here. We're taking it up to my brother's house. He lives in the town where a car show is this weekend, so we're gonna leave it there for the weekend. I'll update you when I get there. Well, she made it to my brother's house. Bottomed out a couple of times. Once I get the fatties on the back and a straight axle, that'll help with ground clearance. And we also brought the old Bronco down. We're gonna take to the car show tomorrow. But yeah, I'll update you guys when we're at the car show. Well guys, it's raining, but the car show goes on nonetheless. The rain should be done in about an hour here, but I'll keep you updated. There we go guys, made it to the car show. And I won a bucket. So that's what the car used to look like. And after a drunk driver and a couple of weeks ingenuity, they got her back together.
Somebody's gonna fall and hit their head.
There you go, Kyle. You want to be on YouTube?
Come on.
Mr. Clean Freak and his cutlass.
Too far? Not far enough?
Great, now I can't let children watch my video.
Oh, this is for YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, God. Throw them bloopers. All the way down on the end, all by her lonesome. Best of show for sure. Alright guys, I think we're going to enjoy the rest of the car show. Probably call that a video. Thanks for watching.